Money is gold, metal locked in a nation's vaults, and the measure of its power. Britain leads, the Bank of England anchoring the richest empire on earth. But across the Channel, Napoleon builds the Banque de France, and gold pours into Paris. By 1817, France passes Britain and takes the top, and holds it decade after decade through nearly the entire 19th century. Then, in 1848, gold is struck in California, and soon after in Australia, metal that took centuries to gather, suddenly pulled from the earth by the shipload. The young United States, sitting on the richest strikes, begins its long climb as the whole world ties its money to metal. Still, France holds the crown until the balance tilts west. The American economy is now the largest on earth, its treasury filling with gold, and around 1888, the United States overtakes France for the first time. The center of the gold world has crossed the Atlantic. The First World War pours it there for good. To buy American guns and grain, Europe ships its gold across the ocean by the ton. Then, in the 1930s, America fixes gold at $35 an ounce and draws the frightened world's metal into its vaults. Past 10,000 tons, then 13, a hoard without precedent. By 1950, the American pile peaks near 20,000 tons, 3/4 of all the gold on earth held in a fortress at Fort Knox. Then Europe begins redeeming its dollars, and the great pile starts to shrink. By 1971, there are too many dollars and too little metal, and President Nixon closes the gold window for good. The dollar's link to gold is severed, and yet no one sells. America's reserve settles at 8,133 tons and freezes there for 50 years. In the late 1990s, the West decides its gold is dead weight. Switzerland sells half of it. Britain dumps most of its own at the very bottom of the market. But in the East, China and Russia are buying by the 1,000-ton. Yet in 2026, the king has not changed. America still holds 1/3 of all the gold on the board, with Germany, Italy, and France beneath it, and Russia and China rising fast. 2 centuries have carried the world's gold from London to Paris,